All right, London session. Who's live? We are live. All right, who do we got during this London session, guys? Let me just post Crypto Live is on now for the London session. Try something here. Oh. What is up? What is up? How are you guys awake right now? How are you guys awake right now, guys? It is nighttime and I am better. Absolutely, I am better. I was coughing this morning really bad. I went to the doctor. He gave me something. White, how you doing? Thomas, how you doing? Justin, how you doing? Thomas, let's go. Let's run this up, guys. The market is doing jack nothing in the Tokyo session. Nothing in the Tokyo session, guys. So has anybody done any trading or anything? Good morning or night, Tim. You're on here tonight. Really nice to see you on the live, guys. Hit that like button. Only 3 p.m. here. Where are you all tuning in from? Yoel, how you doing? Holy, you guys are all Mickey in the house. Let's go. For me, it's 8 in the morning, but I forgot to sleep. You guys are rowdy, man. You guys are crazy. The live's already popping off at 1 a.m. in the morning. Crazy. Revenged broccoli. I would never revenge trade, but guys, hit that like button. All right, let's run up the live, fam. Let's get this thing popping into London. How do you guys like my new thumbnail? Kingdom Come, let's go. 12 a.m. in Calgary, man. We're in Winnipeg right now, 1 a.m. I was going to do it at 1:30, guys, but 1:30 is too late. Like, I'll be in bed by 3, and then I got a New York live at 8 a.m. in the morning, right? Dark Scheme, how you doing, fam? Welcome to the live. I got to show you guys the little work in the lab we've done here to improve our thumbnails while I've been sick. There we go. Banging thumbnail for the live trading London session right there. All right, so what are you guys thinking? Do you guys think the market is going to pump or dump? Now, obviously, that is the main question. Do you guys think we're tapped out? What do you guys think is about to happen right now in the market and on Bitcoin? I have a complicated relationship with that coin. She gave me a lot of money. I'm telling you, Thomas, don't marry them. Just date them. You can't marry the coins. They will take your money. Normally, I don't recommend one-night stands, but in trading, I do. One-night stands all day in trading. Best advice I'll ever give you. Actually, not even a one-night stand, a 2-hour stand. 11 p.m. in Vancouver. Shout out to Vancouver. All right, guys. So obviously we're going to get on here in the live. Hit that like button, guys. Let's pop it off tonight. I don't really, I know my camera's a bit blurry, but really you guys care about the charts. So lean bullish, but that CME gap below with liquidity is a red flag. Okay. So, well, this one gave me a, you got to go get tested, Thomas, clearly. Okay, guys, we're going to look at our CME gap, BTC1 here. I am, this is what happens after 12 a.m., guys. Okay, you guys are killing me. To the girls on here, trust me, we're professional, respectful. We're having fun, okay? Okay, so actually the girls are probably worse. What am I talking about? I'm kidding. Okay, guys, so there's a CME gap right here that Yoel's talking about here. We have a CME gap around 80, pretty much 90K. 90K to 89K, there's a CME gap. Okay, so that is caution to the wind for sure. Now, my Bitcoin long is chilling, but here's what I'm going to show you guys right here. So if you look at the daily, well, first what I want to do is I want to take a Fibonacci because we're going to look at this at a different perspective. Thank you to all the new people came on the channel, guys. Thank you to all the current people who have been chilling with me while I sounded like a pipsqueak mouse on helium. Appreciate you all for that. Obviously, I woke up, I did a live last night, a 2-hour live, and I was coughing through the night nonstop. I'm like, I'm going to the doctor. This is ridiculous. Doctor told me what to take. I feel like a brand new person within 8 hours. I will say right now, a lot of doctors I don't respect because they don't listen. So make sure you guys get yourself a family doctor that you respect. And my doctor I respect. So I just had a bad experience with doctors my whole life, so I didn't really like going. Tim, how's your cough going? I know you're starting to get a bit of a... Okay, guys, so here's what y'all need to realize. First, hit that like button. Open up Twitch on another window, okay? It seems like 1 a.m. is a good time for me to come on. 1:30 a.m. is kind of pushing it. We have a lot more people than we have the previous night before. But here we are bouncing off our 786, 886 at the bottom. And guys, I'm about to show you guys something. I did a little TA with my business partner today who taught me everything I need to learn about crypto. Remember, someone always teaches you something. And what I'm about to show you guys is going to completely shock you, okay? So, Tim, watch this. Listen to this. It sounded like Mickey Rourke. That's pretty funny. My voice might crackle in and out here, but make sure you guys hit that like button. So right now we bounced off the 786, 886. We're bouncing off of a fair value gap beautifully here. And where are we? We are in the golden pocket right now. Now, some of you might not have this as your golden pocket because I'm on logarithmic, okay? Some of y'all might be on regular, but I'm on logarithmic. So what that essentially means is my chart is going to be different. I'll show you guys right now. If I go to regular, because I know some TA buff is going to be in here and be like, yo, that's not the 618. It's rejecting. Yes, if you look right here, we're rejecting the 618. But if you're on logarithmic, and I have a 95% win rate monthly as logarithmic. A lot of people use regular, guys. I find logarithmic actually matches up better. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. But you're bouncing off this fair value gap on the 3-day. Why is this very important? Because now we basically have liquidity villages built up here. So basically what this means is that market makers have found a great place to camp. They're going to chill and they're going to go dinosaur digging for the next year. And they're going to find the next extinct dinosaur. I don't know. I could have used a better analogy. But essentially what they're doing is they're holding up fort right here at the fair value gap. Now, can Bitcoin come back down to 89.90? Anything could happen. This is crypto. However, we got a range on our VRVP and we're bouncing off here. The next major area that we are going to aim for is our 382. Where's our 382? Around $102,000. So personally, I can see our next target as $102,000. The other thing I want to show you guys is now that a lot of people are on the live, guys, hit that like button because a lot of people are not going to be able to see this on a macro time frame. We've been in a bear market, okay? Ish. And I've said this over and over again. We can go to 60K, right? I've constantly said 65K. And I've showed you guys this channel being broken, okay? But there's one little mistake I failed to ignore. And guys, I'm human, okay? But the reality is we broke out. Normally, when you draw a channel, you draw a channel from your first point to your second point and ultimately to your third point. And we can see Bitcoin broke the channel. But channels are meant to be broken, and they're also meant to be redrawn. And this is where everybody's going to just fall off their computer desk, okay? Now what you're doing is you're redrawing this channel here from August of 2022. And look at that. Somehow it matches up perfectly. Okay? Look at that. Somehow it matches up perfectly because you're not taking this point right here. There's a 2-point trend bounce. So now what I'm going to show you guys right here is this. Magic. If it doesn't play out, it doesn't play out. At that point, I'll already know Bitcoin is going down. But magic decides to happen right here. Now you're looking at Bitcoin hitting the top twice and hitting the bottom. And if that is the case, then that means that this is the bottom. We are forming a new high into 2025. We do need to get, or whatever we're in, 26. We do need to get back above the 200 SMA. But that means that our next target is going to be 132,000. And if you're following that channel right there, that means our next target is ultimately $200,000 Bitcoin. In the shorter term, though, okay, in the shorter term, guys, you're looking at Bitcoin pumping to about 130,000 in the longer, shorter term, right? Obviously, we need to glide through our levels here. We need to get above the 382. We need to get back above the 50 on the 3-day. Our 3-day is about to cross, all of that jazz. Can we hit the CME gap? Yes, because look at the daily. The daily is completely overbought. Okay? Daily is completely overbought. But the thing is with the daily, guys, I hope you guys can see what I'm putting out with that parallel channel in the macro time frame. If we broke that low on the weekly, 65K, 100%. But it looks like the daily in the shorter term can come and retrace this trend line and continue up. So there definitely can be a drop. But can't take a long until the CME gap. Just can't mentally. One up. Don't break your rules, man. I have rules. I don't short an uptrend, and I don't long a downtrend. And those are my rules. Stick to your rules and don't let anybody take them, because I'm telling you, your bank account's probably pretty good in trading based on your rules, right? Let's fix a beast meat in the Maldives. Yeah. Or St. Lucia, that would be nice. For sure. I definitely have some plans for this year to meet all of you guys, do an in-person seminar and all that. Yep, definitely, for sure. So now what we can see, guys, is we have a macro channel here that has not been hit, okay? So if we are looking at our channel from the bottom essentially to the top, this top has not been hit. And essentially, you're looking at essentially you're looking at 99K as the top. If you're looking at this sideways uptrend, the other reason we know that that is a macro channel is because all we've been doing is going sideways at the bottom. And typically when you're bullish or you're continuing an uptrend, you're going to continue to go sideways at the bottom of the channel. Now, let me put this into plain perspective for a lot of you. If you held $1,000 long and rode Bitcoin to 130K, You guys do the math. That's penny cash. Just throw $1,000 5x long. Shouldn't get liquidated at 5x. And if you do, you lose $1,000. But here's the thing. If you don't, you make a lot of money. Non-financial advice. I'm not telling anybody to gamble or anything. I'm saying respect your capital. But I'm saying this is a very big opportunity. So now Bitcoin's going sideways. We kind of faked out today into New York. Why did we fake out into New York? Now, I'm kind of glad I didn't do a live this morning because there would have been too much pressure. My voice couldn't handle it. But in the shorter term here, all you can see the channel doing is pretty much forming a higher low. Okay, so here's a channel inside a rounded bottom channel. So you broke out of right here. You've got a huge rounded bottom. You pretty much can pump all the way to about 99K as the top. I'm giving you guys a real good breakdown. I'm going to show you guys this on a video. But the channel that you need to follow at the moment is this channel right here. Yoel, makes sense to come grab the CME and long stop loss and send after a higher low. Exactly. If we break this channel, guys, it is essentially going to be over in the shorter term. Now, here's what I don't like. I'm giving you guys the bullish scenario. I'm going to give you guys the bearish scenario here because I don't play bull and I don't play bear. I play money, okay? So what we could do is we can come back up to 94K and drop all the way back down to that CME gap. Or if we break this channel, we are going to come back down to that 89.90, or we just come up to that 95 and grab that liquidity. The reality is right now we're completely oversold on the 4-hour time frame. This is just ranging momentum here, but you can see this rounded bottom. You can see the 18 hours dropping a bit. However, the 4 hours very, very oversold. It was Wednesday in Tokyo. It is Wednesday in Tokyo. Market dropped. Wednesdays, we normally have a drop. New York on a Wednesday. I really haven't back tested too much on New York on a Wednesday. Do we drop in New York on a Wednesday or do we normally remain flat? I know Tokyo typically drops the market on a Wednesday, right? So essentially, that's what I'm looking to happen. And I am looking for Bitcoin to push up sideways. My next resistance would be about 130 grand. My short-term resistance would be 94. If we don't break that 94 and you're in a long, take profit. If we break that 94, we're definitely coming back up. If you look at this area right here, your next major, New York on a Wednesday is not a fun day. Exactly, right? So next major area here is about 101, and that is your equilibrium. You're ranging right here at about 94, 92, 93. You do need to pass 94.7, okay? But your equilibrium is going to be around 102. If we did drop on a Wednesday, it would make complete sense. The daily is kind of pushing down. The 18 hours pushing down. I don't see us completely dumping. I just see us ranging, to be honest with you guys. All right. But it doesn't matter what I think. It's what the market thinks. So I would probably take profit at 94 in real value. Personally, for me, 94 is my top. And then if we break that, we go to 95. I see us ranging through Wednesday or maybe a bit of a drop. And the reason, because your 18 hours coming down and your daily's pushing down. So that will push the momentum down. But beforehand, I can definitely see us pushing up to 94 one more time, which would essentially be about right here. Or even 90, 93.7, right? Now, I wanted to do that breakdown for you guys because I've seen a bit more in the market, right? CJTV, how you doing, brother? All right, guys. So total 3 is hitting my 50 on my daily. I want to see the Ichimoku cloud on total 3, right? Because okay, so we are into the cloud. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So we are rejecting the cloud. Right here on total 3. And this is going to be heavy resistance, but we are still bearish on altcoins, guys, over the daily. But the reality is we broke out. So what we want to do is we want to get back into the cloud. Okay, get back into the cloud and then break the cloud. The cloud is going to be a very big indicator for me. Once we flip the cloud, we are going to get back to bullish. Now, something I can see here is that we're very, very close to crossing on the 3-day on total 3. My ultimate indicator for a bull market, quote unquote, altcoin season will be that 3-day crossing. You haven't crossed yet. So what that means is we're going to have a bit more range momentum. You crossed on your daily, but the 3-day is a macro time frame, and I want to see that cross. So London opens up in 30 minutes. The 4 hours completely oversold, and you have a 4-hour close right here. Another thing you guys want to look at is the RSI, okay? Your RSI is very important here, guys. I'm going to show you why. Because if you look at the RSI right here, you draw your uptrend from right here to right here. And you can see bouncing off of your RSI on the 4-hour time frame. If we break this RSI, we can definitely come down. So keep an eye on your RSI. Now, furthermore, to the bearish scenario, we touched the top on the 4-hour. So what could happen is we move up, we go higher, we form bearish divergence and drop, and then fill that CME gap. The CME gap always gets filled, always. But I do feel we have a bit more juice on this 4-hour, and then maybe we come down possibly. It's a possibility, right? Shout out to everybody on the live, guys. Shout out to all the people in my London session. Shout out to the people in the UK. Where the heck are you guys tuning in from? Is anybody tuning in at 2 in the morning right now from Canada or the US? So one more thing too, guys, is with the 4-hour, the Ichimoku cloud, when the Ichimoku cloud does something like this on the 4-hour, all it is a range. What you want to be careful of, and again, I'm long. I think everybody knows I've been long in the market. What you want to be careful of if you're looking at your lagging span in the Ichimoku cloud, you want to be careful of a cross down like this. Not good. Ichimoku cloud is not cross down. So what that means is all we're doing is ranging. Pretty much. I would be a bit cautious into New York for sure, though. The other thing I want to show you guys is the MACD. Again, I'm showing you guys different angles, right? The MACD is dropping, okay? But the 4-hour is oversold. So that 94 is probably going to be my top in the shorter term. I would love, because we've hit the bottom here and we never hit the top of the downtrend, because now this is technically a downtrend, guys, in the shorter term. I would love for London to push up to that 94. The 1-hour is overbought. Yeah, but you're really just ranging. So we got to see how that 4-hour fares. Now, we looked at a lot of altcoins yesterday, guys. Shout out to the US. We looked at a lot of altcoins the other day. A lot. So in the London session, because it is later, you've got Jasmine trending. Shout to Texas. Shout to the US. Broccoli. Okay, I'm going to go over broccoli for Thomas. I am going to go over broccoli for Thomas here. Thomas, are you still on the live? All you should find there on the chart is the following. I'm going to pay Thomas. That's funny. Okay, so on the broccoli chart, we've got, I wedged in along with shoehorn. Broccoli hit the top of the channel, right? Broccoli did hit the top of the channel. But you're kind of just ranging. Ranging. You never broke out on broccoli. I'll see if it broke trend. It isn't real. Well, it is kind of in an uptrend. I don't know. I probably wouldn't short or long this right now because it did hit the top of the channels though. So this would have been a really, wow, that is a huge wick. This would have been a really good long. I mean, a good short here, but now you're kind of in the middle. So that is a liquidation if it runs back up there. I have a liquidation at 0.2436, 25x now. Man, you're crazy. Are you on cross? I'm not really seeing much with broccoli at the moment, guys. Not seeing much with broccoli. Oh, you know what is trending? Let's go look at XCN. I know XCN probably broke out. That was my 990% trade. That's insane. Share your trades. No, broccoli's a hit and miss. So Onyx coin is about to break out. It hasn't broken out yet. A lot of coins are on the verge of breaking out, guys, honestly. But Onyx coin is trying to break out. Because I've got a channel from, I've got resistance from right here to right here. And you can see it's rejecting. It is oversold. Yeah, we're oversold. So I believe Onyx coin is probably going to break out. Let me look at where good Onyx coin is going to fly. We just need Bitcoin to remain chill for a bit. Let's see where Onyx coin is going. XCN, probably my favorite coin right now. So, well, one that is moving. Okay, so you've got this resistance right here. It did break. It did break, but as long as XCN holds this equilibrium, it should be a good. This should be a good long area to get XCN. I don't know. That's a tough one because it does have a nice rounded bottom on Onyx coin. It is in a head and shoulder right now. Here, if I look at my actual chart, it didn't break out. But if you look at this area right here, it did break out. So XCN's a tough one. However, if I do look at the weekly is absolutely popping off, and weekly did definitely break out. So the weekly on XCN is probably bullish more than a lot of other coins, right? Shout out to all the people on the live, guys. If you're new to the channel in the London session, I appreciate you. Welcome to the fam. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So what I would do on Onyx coin is I would set an alert, honestly, above this previous wick and see if it breaks out that previous wick. I do want to look at XRP. XRP didn't break. It broke out of the smaller time frame, but it never actually broke out of the macro resistance here. GP, how you doing, brother? Near? So 4 hours oversold on XRP. 1 hour is oversold. So here's how I would play XRP. A longer spot would be good in this area as long as we hold this fair value gap. If we hold this fair value gap right here, guys, we're looking really, really good. We do have resistance to the top here, but I would expect XRP to break out. I don't see this head and shoulder playing out because this is not flush with this area right here. And we are on an uptrend on the weekly. Now, we didn't break this long-term resistance right here, but if we do, XRP could melt faces probably to $4 to $6. So we got to keep an eye on this weekly, but we should pump on XRP until the weekly hits the top here, and then we'll have to see if we're going to reject or not. Have I looked at near lately? No. Is near popping off or about to? Okay, near is at 1 step. Near is so slow, man. Near is ever so slow. Look at near. It broke out, but it isn't doing anything. Okay, let's see. We got near oversold in the 4-hour time frame. Do we have a fair value? Man, my computer's... Do we have a fair value gap right here? Okay, so we have fair value gaps on near, which is nice, but I would say near could come down to this fair value gap. We haven't tested it yet. Range in this area and then pop. Now, near should definitely be coming up to about 280 to 290. But I can see near hanging out at the fair value gap here around 170. 170 region on near. I don't know. I don't really like near right now. I had high hopes for near, but we did cross on the daily. And our Ichimoku cloud. Yeah, our Ichimoku cloud crossed too. If you go from here, you have 30 bars, right? Pretty much 30 bars. So near is looking okay, but I would say we range around that fair value gap for a bit. Although we are oversold, we are above our 200 SMA. So near is definitely bullish. Near is definitely bullish for sure. Okay, guys, London is open in 15 minutes, roughly. So what I see happening is we rocket up to that 94 possibly. Or not rocket, but move up slowly. Reject. If we reject here, we're coming down. If we don't reject, we're looking good. But, well, the 4 hours looking pretty good on Bitcoin for sure. We also have a huge rounded bottom cup and handle right now forming on Bitcoin. Kingdom Come, can I look at night? Man, the fact that you guys are on here at 1 a.m. is crazy to me. I feel like 1 a.m. is a good time. I can't do 12, guys, because 12 is too early. This is a bit better because London is opening in an hour, whereas 12 is opening in 2 hours. We don't know the direction for sure. The idea of these London's lives and Tokyo, New York is so traders can get an idea where the direction is going to go. I don't like near it, or not near. I don't like night at the moment because night is just, night hit the downtrend. So if you're looking right here, it looks like night can drop all the way back down to about 6 cents. It is in a little uptrend, but the chart is definitely weird. And you guys are crazy. 2:44 in the morning. We're bouncing off the conversion line here, but I can definitely see night coming down. If I look at my liquidity gaps here on night, look at XCN. Yeah, I get XCN did break out because if you're looking right here, from right here to this wick right here, this is where I'd be longing XCN or short or spotting it. And if it breaks out, this area breaks out, but it looks like XCN is about to pop off it. We'll see if we form a hammer close here on the 4-hour time frame. Shout out to all the new people watching the live, guys. If you're new, welcome to my channel. We go live every single day, New York, 8 to 8:30 a.m. typically. And then Tokyo, 8 to 8:30 p.m. Monday and Wednesday. And honestly, guys, I'm just not going to do lives on the weekend except for sessions. I've been battling myself over and over, and there's just no point. There's not enough volume in the market. So what I'm going to do instead of lives is I'm going to do content, shorts, video content, stuff like that. And we have other channels starting, a Bitcoin channel, an XRP dedicated channel. So make sure you guys look out for that. But I've been sick for a week. I'm starting to feel a bit better. We got to get that live seminar going. So if you guys are new or OG returning, yeah, so if night breaks this area right here at about 0.7, we're coming all the way down to 0.6 area. How would you guys like for the seminar to be at the end of January? I just need a bit of time to get the articles prepared. Sam G, I appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, you're looking here, guys. I wouldn't be shorting this area. If it breaks 0.7, then I'd be shorting down to about 0.6 because you're looking at risk to reward. Let's see. I would say, Olga, how you doing? Good morning. I would say we're already at January 7th. I would say January 24th. Maybe, possibly. January 24th is Saturday. We'll see. I'll aim for January 24th for our seminar, but we're going to show you guys how to get funded accounts. We're going to show you guys how to scalp the 1-minute liquidity gaps, order blocks, VRVP, fair value gaps, all of that. Matthew, how you doing, XRP? I did look at it, but I'll give you a very short breakdown here. So we could push up to 245. I actually don't think I looked at XRP on my liquidity gaps here. Guys, the fact that Bitcoin is oversold on the 4-hour time frame at 92.8 is trouble for the bearish traders. I'll tell you that much. But still, 94 will be my top in the shorter term, right? So XRP here is looking pretty good. Yeah, so this is a premium high. Basically, buyers are not liking XRP at this price for now. For me, I would be trading XRP if it broke 256. And then I'd be trading it to about 307. However, in the shorter term here, it is still in a macro downtrend. So XRP is kind of non-tradable for me at this point until it does break out. Now, if XRP breaks out, well, you're pretty much going to pump to about 450-ish in that region. Let me see. Okay, $4. I overhyped it a bit. $4. But if I take this low high to this low, I hate going off the wicks, but I'm going to go off the wick. That'll be bouncing off your 618. And then your next target on logarithmic, of course. And then your next target would be 480. So what if I make it the previous high, or I mean the previous low? I think that would be your 786, your 886. Now let's see if that target lines up. Yeah, it's about 450 to 480. So ultimately $4 in the shorter term for XRP. And invalidate that head and shoulder because that's just an indicator. We haven't broke out yet, so it could hypothetically still be in play. But with Bitcoin breaking out, I'm not too sure. Now, you know what is moving, guys, is a coin that I've been very bullish on in the previous. Well, I'm actually bullish on a couple coins here. So let's first show you guys. So Jasmy, I'm pretty sure everybody forgot about Jasmy. When the market gets bullish, guys, Jasmy decides to just fly and take off. Now, Let's see what Jasmy is doing, because Jasmy is trending a bit here. We have a macro bear flag, which is perfect. I don't see this bear flag playing out. Okay, Jasmy did break out. So now what you're looking for Jasmy to do is break this resistance on the just on this bearish pennant here. It's not really anything, but there's a little bit of a fair value gap here. And if Jasmy breaks this area, guys, Jasmy is absolutely going to pop. If you look at the weekly, Jasmy has insane bullish divergence from basically a penny. Jasmy has been an insane gainer in the market, so keep an eye on Jasmy, because you break this area right here, you could pretty much pop off to about 1.9 to 2 cents in that region right there. And Jasmy has been one of my top gainers in the bull market when we were bullish. So yeah, you're looking at about 1.1. Okay, so that would be a resistance right here. So it actually didn't broke out. It broke out of the shorter term. But that is your key resistance on Jasmy. So it should pump up to 1.1. If Jasmy drop or breaks out here, guys, you're looking at a pump to 2 cents or higher. Definitely keep an eye on Jasmy, 100%. Jasmy is looking very, very good. Where do I think AAVE goes? 300. But AAVE does need to break out. They live, wake up. How you doing, fam? PNG, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you for commenting. Shout out to all the new people on the live today, guys. I greatly appreciate you. Subscribe if you're new. This is the London session. Jasmy's going to be a banger, guys. So make sure you don't forget about Jasmy. No one's really talking about it right now. Pangolin, I forgot about Pangolin. Pangolin has been a beast of a wow. Pangolin at 2 cents is criminal. This is in the AVAX ecosystem, right? Wow, this is crazy. Actually, this is unreal. Pangolin this low is insane to me. Insane. So Pangolin has weekly bullish divergence all the way from, wow, from 11 cents. Huge. Live, wake up. I'll be buying some spot on Pangolin because you can't do leverage, I don't think. Huge, man. Huge. This is going to pop up all the way to like 20 cents. I forgot about Pangolin, actually. This is definitely going on my spot portfolio. Now, you do have resistance on the conversion line right here. But no brainer. Pangolin at like, that's crazy. Crazy profit on PNG. Goldie, good morning from Amsterdam. Shout out to you. If I recommend one major coin that is in your spot portfolio, guys, it would be PNG. Once the AVAX ecosystem starts running this, it's going to pop. Shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. I'm pretty sure you guys are all Good. If you guys are confused about the live schedule for the week, please ask. Okay, there was another coin I wanted to look at. That does damage when we are bullish. Well, a couple coins. So I'm going off the trending coins. If you guys want a coin for your portfolio that is going to run, and again, it is another spot trade, but ProP, when ProP takes off, it takes off. This is a real estate coin, okay? Huge real estate coin. And ProP broke out and pretty much can pop all the way up into a dollar on ProP. So if you guys are looking for some gems to scalp for spot or add to your spot portfolio, guys, we can see ProP hitting about 80 cents to $1. And this is in the real estate category. This is a very bullish coin. A lot of investors are really, really bullish on ProP. And then we also have Flow, which you can leverage trade, or you should be able to. Yeah. So Dapper Labs Flow dropped a lot. Like, this is insane to me. It didn't break out yet. But definitely keep an eye on it, guys, because these coins are what is going to make money, right? So it could pump all the way to about 16. Huge rounded bottom right here. It broke out right here, broke out right here. So you could potentially long it, low leverage, all the way to the top here around 16, which is a really good play. It does need to break the conversion line. But if Dapper Labs Flow can break this conversion line right here pretty much, you're going to move up all the way to about 16 to 17 cents in that region. Boom, right? So you guys want to find the coins that are looking ready to run. You want to find the coins that are slowly breaking out. Do we have bullish divergence on Flow? Yes, we do. Look at this. Major bullish dive on Flow. All the way from 8 to 39 cents, guys. That is crazy. 39 cents to 8 cents on Flow. Caesar, how you doing? Catching you live on the West Coast. Shout out to the West Coast. Who's going to be playing GTA? Random question. When it is released. I said that because the West Coast. No, but seriously, who's going to be playing GTA, guys? Is anybody going to be playing the new GTA? Or are we too old and we have no idea what GTA is? I love trading VWAP ranging channels, so watching your screen is like my own comp. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I don't know. I like Solana, guys, but it is just so slow. But here's the channel on Solana. It broke out, technically. No, it didn't. Never mind. You've got 145 right here at the top, and then you've ultimately got your top right here. When Solana breaks this channel, because it probably will to the upside, you got to be on every single Solana coin. Like my lives, guys, will be focused on Solana coins once we break out on Solana, which is obvious, right? But right now, Solana is just going sideways. It is a lot slower. A lot slower, right? You're looking at, there's a head and shoulder here, but if you look at the weekly, I might make a gaming channel for fun for GTA. maybe. So CJDV, if you want up on that, and anybody who plays GTA, it'll be for fun. I'm not trying to make money. It'll be for fun. Maybe it gets somewhere, but I'm definitely pre-planning. It will be one of the biggest release of this century. Not sure why, but I keep checking Flock. Made bank on it a while back, but then everything dumped. What do you think? Lows out. I'll check out Flock. Tau. Okay, London's open. London's open. Can they bring up Bitcoin one more time before New York possibly drops it? Possibly. Okay, so here's what I don't like about the London Open. We're oversold. And moving up. But I would say we're going to push up to 94 one more time in the shorter term. Possibly. 93.7 even, maybe. Well, 94 would be the top of that downtrend channel. I want to ask you guys a question. The 4 hours oversold. Do we look bullish or bearish right now in the 4 hour? We're very, very oversold. We're holding the trend. Do we look bullish or bearish? I'm going to give you guys a little TA lesson for those of you that don't know. We look bullish to me, right? We're very, very, we might be a bit bearish in the fact that we're ranging. Or do we look like we're ranging? Flow had a token duplication exploit. I'll be all over that. Hustle harder than you. Good night. You stayed on pretty much for an hour. I appreciate you. So it looks like 1 a.m. is the sweet spot, guys, for our live for the London session. Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys. So we are ranging. We're oversold in the 4 hour, but the 4 hour is pointing down, okay? That means that we could drop on the 4 hour time frame within the next 3 hours and 55 minutes. So looks like we possibly push up to that 94 or 93.7 one more time, which is that POC, and then range or drop. Because that 4 hour KND is actually pushing down. But it looks like London will definitely push up in the shorter term for a bit. Otherwise, we just range. Daniel, how you doing? Shout out to you. Shout out to US. Got a lot of people on the live, guys. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Shout out to all my London fam. Okay, let's check out that Flock. Otherwise, we just range, guys. We might just really range because we did break out. We are really bullish. But if we just range, Bitcoin is, or altcoins are going to move. I would definitely be cautious into the London or into the New York session for sure. For now, we're definitely bullish. Okay, Flock. Haven't looked at this one yet. Yeah, Flock broke out. Good setup here. Good setup. Loza's coming in hot with a really good trade here. Nice rounded bottom. Bearish flag, but you're moving up. You already broke. Yeah, this is actually looking really, really good on Flock. Flock looks like it could take off and pump quite a bit. Absolutely. Broke out. 3 days crossed, moving up, broke out. Hasn't broken your zero line, but So AMD, guys, Asia accumulated. Didn't do anything. Looks like London is accumulating. So that means either New York is going to distribute or manipulate on a Wednesday. Distribute up or distribute down. If you look at the New York session from today, Tuesday, we distributed down. Yeah, good call on Flock. Or we could be dropping a bit here. We'll see. That 4 hours pushing down. So, but for the most part, I see it ranging. We'll see. We may even have a bit of manipulation in London. London doesn't manipulate as much as it used to. They're a lot more bullish. Okay, I've seen Tau as one of the trades here. Yeah, Tau broke out big time. But this isn't Tau. This is TA. What is TA? What the heck is TA? TA broke out. What in the heck is TA? TA is riding, flying. Random coin I just found. Could fly. Okay. Okay, so if we're looking at Tau, Tau's not looking too bad. Tau's not looking too bad. We've got resistance right here. And your daily's looking, your daily's rejecting here on Tau. So Tau can break, if Tau breaks out of here, Tau could run all the way up. So you basically got, what are we doing here? That's Jasmine. Why do I keep on doing TA? Trust the AI. Trust the AI looks pretty good. Maybe I would watch Trust the AI TA. So you do got a bit of resistance in this area right here on Tau, but 343 would, it pretty much is going to range and continue to the upside, right? Oh, look, London. London 94 coming up possibly. I'd be cautious into New York, guys. Be cautious because the daily is pointing down and the 18 hours pointing down. Yeah, I would say 334 in Tau. Like it broke out. So essentially in the longer term, you're looking at 557. Shout out to all the new people, guys. If you're not in beastlimitless.com, join it. It is our app. It helps us stay connected. We post trade setups and stuff like that. So if you're new to the fam, new to the community, beastlimitless.com, a lot of people are posting in the chat and stuff like that. We post trade setups. We're winning all the time. Like shout out to all you guys. I appreciate y'all. Go sign up right now if you're new to the channel. It is free. I don't want your money. We're just building a community. All right. It's like Telegram or Facebook. And there's a lot of people active, guys. So market cipher definitely showing BTC wants to move to 93,150 for a test of a long term. Could turn into an SFP into New York. This guy knows his TA. Daniel, you know your TA. You know your stuff. All right, I want to look at Ethereum here. But yeah, we can see that obviously we have our resistance here, guys, but I would be cautious into New York. So right here, you're looking at the top, which is going to be about 94-ish. Oh, yeah, BUSD, or even, I guess you got a bit of resistance right here, but I would say the top of the channel. But your resistance here is about 93.6 because you broke out, a little double bottom here. Yeah, Thomas, BUSD, forgot about that. Forgot about that one. Okay, so we know London is pushing up. Obviously, the 4 hours oversold. We broke out on the 15-minute. This one, I would just draw a fib and the daily, really. Okay, you broke out, but you have a quadruple top almost. What I would do on BUSD is I would draw this channel. It broke out, right? JV Asian Adventure, I appreciate you for joining the live. Shout out to everybody joining the live in the London session. Hope you guys are here for New York, 8 to 8:30 a.m. CST Central Standard Time. Set an alert right here because we're in a range and we broke out. I can see BUSD pumping all the way to $1. Really. Yeah, $1 possibly. So I wouldn't get into it now because that's the triple top. But I would set an alert right there. Head and shoulders printing. It could be possible, right? It could be possible. The big thing, what we need to do, guys, on Bitcoin is we need to stay above the fair value gaps here, right? So this fair value gap, we keep on bouncing off of it. We need to stay above it, okay? 91.7. We need to remain above that. But we have a little downtrend channel here. So again, my top in the shorter term, guys, is going to be 94. 94, 94.2 in that area. All right, guys. So London session is open. Let's see what the RSI is doing. Not really doing much ranging. It's in an inverse head and shoulder on the RSI. I would just set a short or even a long to this area right here. Because if you look at the 15-minute, the 15-minute broke out already. Broke out that downtrend, got a bit of resistance here, but now the 15-minute can move all the way to the top. So typically what happens is the 15, your oversold is going to head to the top. It's probably going to head to the top in London and then come down into New York. That is what I'm thinking. It looks like New York could definitely be a red day or definitely a ranging downtrend slow bleed, possibly, based on what I'm seeing right now. Okay, one more coin, guys, and then we're going to end the live here because I do got to wake up for the New York session. So one more coin that I'm very bullish on that I bet nobody is talking about, and I haven't even heard of this coin in a long time, is Wilder World. Now, metaverse gaming and all that jazz is not popping off right now, but Wilder World has been moving. It moved from 4 cents to 6. And I looked at this resistance right here where it can go to. You got a huge round of bottom, could take it all the way to 20 cents. And you're seeing volume come in. Now, here's the thing, guys. We're having metaverse projects break out. We're having gaming projects break out. All right. So this is interesting for sure. But here we go. So we've got resistance right here on Wild World. If we break out of 7 or 6, 7, that area, we will pretty much pump all the way up to 70 cents. It's inevitable. And these type of gains, you can call a mini altcoin season, especially on a coin like Wild World. I used to have this in my spot portfolio. If it breaks out of here, I'll add it in my spot portfolio again, 100%. Shout out to all the new people that joined on our live today, guys. I tried to go over an hour, but like I said, we want to go over our main coins and stuff like that. Shout out to all the new subscribers, guys. We got 10 new people on the live today. Go to beastlimitless.com, guys. Be a part of the community. The next London live is going to be Thursday. Caesar, right? Holy flashback, I know. The next live is going to be Thursday at 1 a.m. and tomorrow at 8 to 8:30 p.m. Okay, so make sure you guys are locking in your calendars. Wednesday, 8 to 8:30 p.m. U.S. time, CST. And Thursday, 1 a.m. And Friday and Saturday, I'll do a live sometimes if things are happening, but no live on Friday and Saturday. All right, so welcome to all the new people, OG people. I'll see you on the New York live. Looks like my voice is holding up. For sure, Caesar, I'll look at Uniswap and WIF. Remind me later. But hope you guys have a great night. Thank you all for joining the live. Join our app, and we'll see you guys on the New York.